There
We're live.
0.
Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of the Put It in the Book show, home of the 2023 World Series champion New York Mets, and brought to you by Pop Culture Pros, Pop Culture Pros Network. Boom, 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 boom. I am Steve. I am Steve. Hi, Mom. Hi, Barbara. I got my good friend Rodriguez right on over here. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Mr. Farace?
How it goes?
Today? It's going bad. It's going bad.
It
was last week. It got worse. So let's just talk about that. Right off the bat, let's just be miserable for a minute.
Well, before we get into the actual show itself, one of our topics last week was can Verlander get us turned around, and he did last week. Last night was another story, and we'll talk about that. Isaac, so very nice of you to call us gentlemen, loosely, as the term is being used.
Bruh. Speak for yourself.
Yeah. All right. Keith will be out again this week. Still feeling a little under the weather, so get well soon. And of course, we got right back there. If I go that way and then I bust a left, yep.
Trying to get out.
There he is. Let the man out. So no, keep the man in during the show. Hey, he's making sense just like he normally does.
His mother is listening, Joe.
I thought he was saying I'm going to start the show now.
I don't know.
Put it in the box!
It's all right. We're back. Welcome back into the Put in the Book show. All right. Since last we left, you guys, we almost could have possibly had a nice little above 500 road trip, but that was not to be.
Thank you, Nats. Can you believe that the Nats it's unbelievable.
And by the way, maybe the Nats should develop into a professional organization that knows how to handle their fields correctly, and work alongside with that Major League Baseball. You know what they were trying to do? It's fairly easy to see. Mr. Bohan, what's up? Fairly easy to see that they were trying to rush that to get to that fifth inning to squeak out a 1-0 victory. To get a cheap victory. Absolutely. But then at the field, then you got the fans in the freaking stands for 4 hours. Those who waited for a primetime Nationals Mets matchup here in early going 2023.
Really? Come on.
Hey, I don't know how many people. You know what the problem is with that is there are people the people that travel to go see the Mets, and that's the only time that they're going to be in town, and they're the poor people that have to wait 4 hours. I'm being a little sarcastic, but also a little serious. That game could have been called taken care of before. I know.
That's right, son.
The clouds were crying too much. Isaac says I've gotten rid of all my sharp objects. That's very, very good.
Isn't
Good
Buck
idea.
crying? I heard Buck was crying. It got you upset today, didn't it? Weren't you a little bit upset today? A little miff with the Buck? He said he
Oh,
was
me,
crying?
that was yesterday, but that was based on some information from producer Joe. I don't know how accurate it was.
Wow. Blame
Kidding.
producer
Wow.
Jeff for your
I kid.
Wow. You're bringing
All
me
right.
out of the wall.
Get back in there. Get back in there.
Shut up! All night. See that?
And after all, yeah, and then Barbara brings up a great point there. And after they waited all that time, then they created it such that they couldn't fit all the people that were going to be in both games on Sunday into one stadium. Really? And it made it harder on their people too.
Anyway,
Usher in, usher out.
They're like the Marlins. Just let them come in. I mean, what's the big deal? Standing room crowd is only 7,000.
Listen, you guys who have not been able to attend a Marlins game down here. You guys don't know the ease of the in and out traffic through a garage. Normally, you don't like to park in a garage because you feel like you're going to get stuck. But typically on most days, it's just in and out.
Farace, let's be real here.
Or you park up the street for $5 at the lawyer's office.
Even with 300 people in the stadium, they still managed to make you wait an hour and a half to get out of that parking garage. I don't know how. They must be making cuchifritos and some coffee and stuff in the back because you can't get out of the stadium. It's amazing.
It's rough. All right, so let's get into some more rough news here. Last
He's in
night,
San Francisco. Don't worry about him.
No, he signed with the White Sox.
Released, right.
Yeah, this will be the third team that he played for this year.
Congratulations.
So Justin Verlander, first start at Citi Field yesterday.
Nice.
It was no.
I thought you said first start. I jumped.
Pitched well up until he didn't, and then promptly got booed several times. I've heard boos for Pete Alonso. I've heard boos for Marte and all these guys. So that's the way it has gone. Early on. Wah, 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 wah.
That's our season right there.
All right, but Verlander stands up and says, "Hey, of course we're supposed to be playing better. The fans deserve to boo." It has been rough, and it feels, Rodriguez, you let me know if this is true with you too. It feels like we're 12 games under 500, and it feels like we're 15 games out of the playoffs. When in actuality, it's around 6, and it's around 3 or 4 games under.
And dude, remember, all the other teams that have gone on to win first place and stuff, they weren't doing so hot at this time of the year either. And they came back. The Braves came back. The Dodgers have had bad seasons and still won the division. I mean, it's still very, very, very early. With our fan base, it feels really, really late. That's the problem. Because we're so used to misery that unless we come out 22-2, we just suck. We kind of do a little bit, but it's really early. Come on.
It has been a rough several weeks since the West Coast, but think about how great we were feeling about that West Coast trip as it was going on, and then just stuff. The starting pitching, the bullpen had to go longer, and the bullpen's been pitching 4 innings at minimum a game. They're coming in the fifth inning.
At least. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I know you were upset with me when I was saying these things, that Verlander, the starters and all that. But it's true, dude. How are you gonna win with a 5.0 ERA as a starter? I mean, right? You're giving the other team 5 runs the first 5 innings of the game. You're already getting 5 runs. What was that? Something jumped at me.
Careful.
I'm gonna have to go VF for 1 second.
Were you done there?
I guess I'm done. I
Okay.
hope my cell done. I know I've
Well,
gained a couple
you were
of
saying
pounds,
how,
but
you can't win.
you
The
can't win. You
getting
can't win
behind.
with starters with a 5.0 ERA. I mean, these guys are just giving up runs, and it's like, how many Verlander gave up? 6 earned.
6.
You gave up 6 earned, and then you expect your bullpen to come in and give up no runs. Even if the bullpen has a really good ERA, which would be like 3, okay, every game. So you gave up 5, you give it up another 3, that's 8. So the offense has to make up 8 runs every game just to tie. I mean, let's be logical. And then the defense is playing bad, and then we're making base running mistakes. Vogelfat. I can't get over the fact that you thought you were going to go to third on that, and you get thrown out at second.
And it was like 3 steps off of the base, and he couldn't get back.
No, he couldn't get back. He could have rolled back faster. If he would have just tucked and rolled, he would have got back to the base. Like a surf, he would have got there.
Oh my God.
Gets picked off. What else is going on?
Alvarez.
Nimmo gets thrown out with the game on the line.
Alvarez got picked off at first base from the catcher with the bases loaded. I know, rookie mistake.
No, that's not a rookie mistake. That's a 5-year-old
That's a
mistake.
bozo rookie. Yeah, bozo-ish rookie-ish.
You're in the major leagues now, kid. You can't be making that stupid mistake. And I'm a little miffed at Buck myself too. You should be, because I expect to have slumps and people get hurt, but the fundies have to be on point. And Buck is a big fundies guy, and I'm surprised that Hernandez hasn't gone berserk over him yet, because the team is not playing up to their potential. Basic fundies, you shouldn't have to be worried about that.
Right.
You shouldn't have to be.
Yeah, now with this team, now with the makeup of the team, and
the
guy who's at the helm.
A veteran team with a veteran manager should not be making stupid mistakes, even if you have rookies in there. Even if Alvarez is there, it doesn't matter. And I know you don't like when I talk bad about Alvarez, but I'm telling you, they're going to get wise to that thing that he does, and they're going to stop giving him that call. You want?
Well, when robot umpires, thankfully, will get the right call no matter what.
Well, and then that little fake thing that he does, that one knee thing. I swear to God, I think we're gonna have a heart attack.
But Rodriguez, I promise you, it's I just scroll through your MLB package tonight. Everybody's on a knee. I don't get it.
If everybody jumped off the cliff, you're gonna
jump
them. No, okay then. So,
but if he continues to throw out base runners, he's gonna be like, "Oh, this is cool."
It's not going to happen.
I can do it.
I'm telling you, watch.
I'm with you.
Have to catch like a real catcher, because it's brutal. I see him not even get to a couple of balls. That was the ball that went behind him. And luckily it hit the backstop and came right back to him. He couldn't get to that ball because he was on one knee. And if he wasn't, he would have caught it. It wouldn't have gone it wouldn't have been past ball.
I completely agree with you on the
fundies
on that. So, however, the guys on air are complimenting Alvarez on his defense. I feel like this is a Keith with Lindor deal.
No, it's not. It really isn't, because Keith was talking nonsense. Well, I'm telling you something that he does every single game, every single day, and it's going to catch up to him.
Tom says that's how they're teaching it. They're changing.
That's how they're teaching.
Changes.
Yeah, why don't they just teach them to sit down? Just sit down and catch the ball.
Indian style. Indian style.
Sit down Indian style and catch the ball. Better yet, turn around and catch the ball. Hey, look the other way. You might as well teach that. Nobody's teaching that. What's wrong with you? Who says that? Come on. That's any catcher that teaching the catch with one knee on the ground. That's ridiculous.
We're gonna do some research on this. Find out
who's teaching this. A little harder way. And I don't want to. I don't care what you said.
You just told me. You said ask any catcher. Then don't do any research.
Ask me. I'm a catcher. Ask me, and I'll tell you right now. We don't teach that. I've never taught a kid that. Anyway, Anytime.
Ricky Chili's very angry.
Ridiculous.
Very angry.
Ricky Chili is just being truthful. That's the saying in New York. The truth.
The truth.
The truth.
All right. Isaac said Keith drunk on that Kool-Aid with that comment on Lindor. All right. So regardless of what's going on right now, the Mets are, I mean, you're still in very much in striking distance to the division, to playoffs. You got how many playoff teams nowadays? So
30,
everybody,
like 30 playoff teams, right? Like basketball. Everybody's in the playoffs.
Everybody just relax. Just like the newest quarterback in New York says, relax. Everybody relax.
Don't take advice from that guy.
No, it's probably not a good idea. Don't go to any darkness retreats. All right, so let's talk real quick about the injury front. Obviously, the starting pitching has been completely decimated by injuries and suspensions and this and that. So all 5 guys have not been out there at the same time. 4 out of 5 have been hurt. That includes guys that we signed: Quintana over the offseason, Carrasco. You know, he's on the way back, seemingly healthy. Gonna start on Friday against the Guardians. I didn't mess up the name. Yes. Megill's been the only one who has been there, but he's the only one giving against all the innings from start of the season to the end to now.
He's doing like 5 innings of freaking week.
I know, but he's the most consistent. What are you going to do?
He's pitching 10 innings. He can't throw a strike if his life depends on it.
No, that's Peter. By the way, Peterson. Are we done with Peterson?
No. Well, somebody gets got a Woody. No, I'm not. I mean, you know, he still has a live arm and it's a healthy arm. He just has no control.
He's about to become Rick Ankiel.
Oh no!
Remember we talked about last week. We talked about last week. His balls going up and away from righties consistently. Consistently. Yeah, I remember baseball.
Because he's scared, dude. He's scared to throw the ball, man. He's scared to come in on these guys. High and tight if you're a lefty, and down and away. You know, whoa. I just
everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Is that
this is gonna
Producer
be
Joe?
Shows,
Producer Joe, you know, what'd you just do to him?
Producer Joe. Man, what Producer Joe did? I turned my chair around.
Stanky Peter. All right, he's smoking peyote.
Should have lost the 10 pounds.
What? All right. So,
am I throwing you off?
No. James Outman just had a grand slam. I have him in my lineup in fantasy. But all right, so Quintana's news is coming on Friday. Carrasco is starting on Friday.
You can call it that. If he gets past the first inning, I'll be very happy.
My God,
he doesn't give up a run.
Did you see what is it, like 39-7 this year and first inning run scored?
We're down every
and then
game.
The starting pitcher's not getting to get to 4 or 5 innings. Formula for success, baby.
I don't even watch the first inning. I don't even watch the games anymore, dude. I tune in like about an hour in because I know that we're probably down by 4 already. I mean, it's been brutal. It's been really bad.
All right. So guys are going to be coming back. Senga goes tonight. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes as we get ready to transition this out. Maybe, but you got hold on. Let's keep this in the back of our heads. I saw the other day somebody who wants Senga gone, and we should never have gotten rid of Bassett. Now let's just get that out of the way right now because we'll forget about it. When Bassett pitched his first game of the year and he got lit up, everybody, oh my God, thank goodness we had the 2020 foresight to be able to know that he was going to suck now.
Absolutely.
And now, what are we doing here?
We're so smart. Now we're so dumb. Now we didn't even do anything. That's the funny part about it. We were so smart at the beginning of the season. Now we're just dumb again.
Worst.
I mean, come on.
There's no middle ground here.
There's never going to be until we win the World Series, and then they're going to be mad that we didn't celebrate enough. or that we didn't win the World Series in 3 or 4 games. We didn't win it in 4 games. We had to go 7. It's always going to be something, bro.
It is.
Always.
No, it's no bueno when you go through life like that. Be positive, Producer Joe.
That's when you go bad.
All right, Rodriguez.
Don't
Don't do it. Where did I
do it.
was Cookie? What do you see? What are you thinking of how he's going to move forward here? Seems like he's healthy, right? So, what are your expectations here?
The thing that cracks me up is these guys. You know the season's coming. You've been working out. You've been getting ready for the whole season, and then you can't start the season. I don't understand what you were doing all preseason. However, I do know what Cookie was doing because I watched him on the gram, and he's
On the
traveling
gram.
everywhere with his wife. He's traveling everywhere. He doesn't sit down. Doesn't rest. Cookie, I don't care about you going to Greece. I don't care about you going to Italy. I want you on the mound at Citi Field every day, at least 6 innings. And hopefully the first inning you don't give up 2 bombs and we're down 6-0 already. Cookie, get on the mound, dude. If he gets out of that first inning, you usually get a pretty good game out of him. First 2 innings, okay, I'm going to be fair. The first 2 innings, if Cookie gets through the first 2 innings, you're usually going to get about 6 innings out of him, and he's going to give you maybe two runs, and he's going to be solid. But it's just the first inning, and so
he started this whole damn trend.
No, I don't think he started it. He was hurt already.
It's a voodoo.
That's true. I think the voodoo comes from you. Oh, maybe.
No,
that was Batman. No?
That was Batman. No. Producer Joe's not trying to say that Beatty is causing this problem. I hope not. He's been doing well.
Beatty's a good kid. He's a good player, man. I like him. He's adjusting well to the major leagues, and I think he's got a decent future, man. Just got to give him the whole season. Escobar,
that swing is pretty nice.
Escobar? You got to get rid of him.
Well,
Vientos.
Escobar listen. No matter what Boulette says, Boulette. When I disagree with him, the whole team's not going to be all-stars. The bench is the bench, right? So we shouldn't be looking to get rid of Canna and all these guys. Canna and Escobar can be very valuable on the bench. Very valuable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you.
They are very valuable because Canna can play in the outfield position and Escobar can play in the infield position and some outfield. So they're good bench guys. Those are the guys that you want. But you need a solid lefty on the bench, and we don't have that. We don't have a guy that can come in and play any position and bat lefty. Because Vogelfat, he couldn't get back to second base. He couldn't get 2 steps back, bro. 2 steps back.
Couldn't do it.
What play is that?
Couldn't do it.
Sorry, people can love him all they want. But
all right, let's talk. Let's talk about the big news of the day. Mr. Vientos is making his major league debut this year. He got called out for the cup of coffee last year, but he's out there. And just to go through the lineup real quick, today against the Rays, it's Nimmo, who's the only lefty in the lineup today. Obviously, we're going for a theme here. Against the lefty, you got Escobar playing second base tonight, batting second. Lindor at shortstop. Alonso, playing first base at batting fourth. Fam, everybody loves Fam. I don't know why. I don't know. He's DH batting fifth, batting 188. Okay,
he's been a solid veteran.
I know.
So
no,
I get it though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He should be. Marte is batting over 300 his last 8 days. So he's starting to turn it around. Maybe steps Rodriguez. No. Then Canna in left field, batting seventh. Vientos playing third, batting eighth, and Alvarez catching, batting ninth.
Oh, they're throwing Vientos in at third, huh?
Vientos goes right in there at third base.
I'm impressed.
And there's obviously there's some optimism there for him at third base. Look, he can come up, he can play third base, he can spell Beatty.
Against
He
lefties,
can
against lefties, you could
DH.
bring him in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
DH. Lefties and DH.
And
But he's
ballsy.
not taking away Beatty's. He's not taking away Beatty's spot.
Oh, no.
Beatty's got that spot.
By all means, I did not.
I'm
No,
not
I
telling.
didn't mean
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
telling you. I'm not telling
I
you.
know.
I'm telling
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm telling Boulay.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Because there was one out there that
Tell
said,
them.
"Oh my God, day one, and we're already, already Beatty is lost his position." No,
There it is.
chill
There
out.
it is.
Facing the
Relax.
lefty. Relax. All right. So I mean, Vientos is a powerhouse. Obviously, 13 home runs in 38 games. This lineup is obviously missing spark. It's missing pop. It's missing youthful enthusiasm, I guess.
How about skill? Skill kind of helps too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They may have it. They may have had it last year, but they don't have it now.
I mean, look at the batting averages. Nimmo at 308 is fourth in the league, and everybody else is no higher than 236. And that's Marte.
That reminds me of the good old bad days.
The good old bad days.
On base and do anything.
You guys suck.
Exactly.
Well, at Lindor and Alonso are top 5 in RBI and home run doubles, and Alonso with the home runs, but their averages are 224 and 233.
I'm not worried about Alonso's average because that's not a big thing for me. I'd love for him to hit 270, 280.
If they don't get on base, we don't score runs. If they don't get on base, we don't score runs. If they don't get on base, we don't score runs.
It sounds like something really, really like Keith would say.
If they don't get on base, we don't score. Oh, you didn't. Oh,
wait, I missed what he said. What'd you say?
I just did call you.
I missed it. Damn it.
All right. Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Oh boy.
So, all right, I'm not worried about that either. Cowbell, man, it's the first time you checking in this year on his way to Citi Field. Please,
we've been talking about you, man.
get a little bit that Santeria and
yeah, I gotta be Santeria. Come on, man, don't do that to him. Don't
listen,
get that Santeria stuff going.
Everybody, remember the voodoo. I put a spell on you.
He's on
Look
his
out,
way, Cowboy man. We'll see you on TV, big man.
Santeria.
That's good.
No, you don't need practice. You're pretty good at it already.
All right. So what is your he's coming in at batting eighth. What I mean, he's been sizzling hot. What are your expectations of Vientos? Yeah, he'll go over 3 tonight and be booed by the end of the night.
Absolutely. He'll bobble a couple at third base. Yeah, they'll throw a bottle at him, hit him in the head. He'll get a concussion. He'll have to go back to Double-A. He'll lose his career. I mean, that what's the worst possible scenario? That one, right? As long as that one doesn't happen, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes. That's the one.
He's going to be swinging for the fences, bro. And if he connects on one, it's going to go to Brooklyn. So yes. that's Vientos' thing today, man. Just to make a big impact. Hopefully, he settles. He doesn't go crazy out of control and swing to junk like Pete. You see Pete the other day, he puts himself closer towards the plate, and then he still really swings at his hand like Vogelback. I'm like, come on, guys,
yeah,
man.
flailing
at stuff.
And then Vogelback the other day with the bases loaded, the guy with the great eye, you remember, gets into a 3-1 count, takes a pitch just inside about an inch and a half off the plate that he probably could have turned on. But he takes that and then he swings at a curveball down and in the dirt at his ankles.
Out.
Dude, because his money is on base percentage, right? Didn't you love him for his great on base percentage? Yeah, because he gets to first base.
I don't need on base for my DH.
You
designated hitter, not designated walker.
You don't need on base percentage from a DH that can't get to first base or second in 30 seconds. I mean, honestly.
Break that spell, Cowbell. Please,
Cowbell,
dude. Let's
do it. Cowbell, do it. Come on, you got. I saw Cowbell's got a mustache. He's got the big mustache going on.
Yeah,
Cowbell, man, do it. A little porn stash there, Cowbell.
Just a quick silver lining on maybe perhaps a decision that was made correctly by the Mets, and that was Kumar Rocker. Mets decided not to move forward with him, and he now has to go and have Tommy John surgery. So put one in the win column for the Mets decision making.
Well, put the other one too that we did this year. We didn't sign a guy that's not playing very well. Also, a superstar third baseman is not playing well. Let's talk about that for 2 seconds and just say good job, Epler, on that, because we didn't fall for it.
All those guys. Me and Joe, I was thinking about the same thing. I would love some White Castle. Harold and Kumar. White Castle. But yeah,
too much weed, that Kumar guy.
Probably. Correa. A lot of Mets fans. I remember a lot of Mets fans saying that that Cohen was going to be so greedy, he's going to sign him anyway, and he, good business decision. Let him go.
It felt right to sign him, honestly, because he felt like he could have been a good part of the team with his skill level. But when they found out that he had something wrong, they just couldn't. Especially that you have Batty and Vientos in the minor leagues, 2 young studs coming up, right? You're gonna spend all that money on a guy that's broken down. Can't do it.
Yep. All right. Any what are your thoughts on the 32-11 now Rays? I
think the Rays have always been a good team, and they just keep plugging away, man. They find ways to win.
We've always said that they have the Cardinals, right? It's like the Cardinals and the Rays.
They are the Cardinals of the American League, man. They just find a way somehow. The Cardinal way, the Tampa Bay, which is kind of funny because they're not that far from us, and maybe we should go see them once in a while. But screw them. They're gonna win the series on us, and I'm gonna be really upset with them. Yeah, I know. Take a deep breath because it's coming. It's coming. I want to be wrong.
I want you to be wrong. I definitely want you to be wrong. Yeah, so they're consistent right across the way. 8 guys with 5 home runs.
Correct. The only way
this is
you
terrible.
could have a good day today is if you were a degenerate. If you were a degenerate and you were just doing your own thing, drinking, smoking, gambling. I know a lot of gamblers. They're a bunch. What's that? What do I see? I see a degenerate's corner.
What's that about?
What's that about?
Well,
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm small.
I guess there's the cue, and I guess you missed it again. Mr. Sulfur.
Well, at least I'm on the right.
Why do we bother? Are you sure Keith is not back there?
It's a low bar we set around here. Okay, all right, we're just gonna power through here. So they're just very consistent, but on the Cardinals front, they're kind of veering away. Away from having a cohesive unit. Have you seen what's been going on there? There's like infighting, and who's going to do that? They pulled Contreras out of being a catcher. The pitchers don't like him as the catcher. No, they moved him back to catcher now. It's nuts.
He's a catcher now again?
He's back to, he played 8 games at DH. And then they sent the Rookie of the Year candidate. He starts off first kid in the history of baseball to start his major league career with a 12-game hitting streak. And then a few days later, he gets sent down.
I hope the Cardinals keep going that way because honestly, I would really like for them to stay for
squeaky
a few years.
clean.
Oh yeah, Albert Pujols, big mistake, douche.
Oh my God.
I don't know where that came from.
All right, so tonight you got
Tommy Herr.
Tommy Herr, Former Cardinal, former Philly, former Met.
Oh,
Willie
yeah.
McGee. Let's not bring up these stupid Cardinals
I'm
names.
glad we got him when he was about 75. Play second base for us, Tommy.
Barbara wants to know, are the Skankies cheating? I don't know.
They always are.
If it was the sign, if it was the thing with Judge, and it was the guy said he was tipping his pitches. It is what it is. He admitted to it.
No, the Judge thing is that wasn't cheating, but they do cheat. They are the Skankies. I mean, they're cheaters. They're cheaters.
Maybe.
How about our old manager getting into a tussle because he couldn't stay in the coaching box? What's that about? He's too stupid to manage us now. He's too stupid to stay in a 10 by 10 foot box. I mean, come on. Put your
very animated over there.
Stupid ears stick. Dumbass.
What do we got tonight? It's Senga, right? Kodai, who a lot of Met fans already want to get rid of. He's not amounting to anything. If you're getting caught cheating, you suck at it. That's.
Doesn't he have the most wins on the team?
He's 4-2. 4-2. 4-2. And I think his worst game was against Oakland. He's gotta get his control under control a little bit. But
he'll be 5-2. He'll be 5-2. It'll be fine.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Pardon me. What is today? Today is 17. Okay, so we got an afternoon game tomorrow, right? Do we know who's pitching that game tomorrow? We do. It is actually the guy who is tied for the lead in wins, and that is Mr. Megill, 4-2, a 4.02 ERA.
There it is.
Why does it feel
4 runs out of 5 innings? Dude,
it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot more than that.
Lucky.
Okay. All right, and then the Guardians come to town on Friday. That is Quantrill versus Cookie making his return. Cookie obviously got off to that crappy start, 0-2
against his own team too.
8.56 ERA. Yes.
got the Cookie.
Saturday, producer Joe's favorite pitcher in the world, Tanner Bibby, takes the mound. He's 1-1, 3.22 ERA against Scherzer. So that's your Saturday matchup. And then on Sunday is to be determined for Cleveland and Verlander for the Mets. And that, I think, it just popped up. Lindor bobblehead.
We could actually win a series. I'm looking forward to actually having a shot at winning a series with those three. Come on, Senga. Play like a video game.
Bibby's the kind of name that dominates in fantasy baseball. Dominates. He's an
That's a horrible name. There it is.
Well, listen, the got to start turning this. Oh, fine, it's me, I guess. Got to start kind of turning this thing around. Senor Rodriguez, we have. Let me get out of March here. The rest of May is for next week. Little mini preview here. We go on the road to play the Cubs and the Rockies, and Mr. Boulette is in Colorado. He's got tickets. He's already pissed that he's got tickets. He's not excited. But then in June, I don't know if you saw the. Oh my God! Not out of the realm of possibilities. But for the month of June, where we have had Rodriguez going to Colorado, where we've had some struggles over the years. You got the Phillies, Blue Jays, Braves, Yankees, Cardinals, Astros, Phillies, Brewers. Tough month. But if this is the team,
as opposed to what? To this month?
Well, maybe it's the opposite. I mean, we as of
we played
any guys?
We played good against the Dodgers.
Maybe after now, but as of over the weekend, I think we still had a winning record against winning teams. And all of our losses are coming. The Rockies.
You're peeking under that silver lining real hard, boy. You're like,
No, I'm saying maybe the fortune's turn. You're playing the crap teams. You're playing down to them. Buck, get it under control. One of the crazy New York radio hosts said today that he would give Buck 30 days to turn it around, or else he's done. What do you say to that?
I say you're an idiot if you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you're an idiot, and I'll say, wait, who said that? Was it Tiki Barber? Tell me.
No, it wasn't Tiki this time.
No?
Jesus.
Oh, was it that guy Joe Benigno, with the guy with the big mustache?
Or B? Maybe that guy BT? Who's BT? BT.
I don't know. Big turd.
Brandon Tierney.
Oh yeah, good. I'm glad you got a TV show to talk that stupid nonsense about.
He's Tiki's co-host. He's Tiki's co-host.
You're giving the manager of the year. You're giving the manager of the year another month to turn this team around. Because why? Because none of the starters have gotten hurt. Everyone's hitting. They're playing great fundamental baseball. They're making mental mistakes. And I guess once you get rid of Buck, all that magically goes away. It's not football, you morons. It's not football. You don't turn things around in one game. You don't turn things around in 10 games. You have a whole season, okay? You have another, 100 games to play? So let's not even say that stupid nonsense, man. Don't even bring it. You know what? I spit on Brandon Tierney. I spit on Tiki Barber, okay? That's what I do.
That's very good. First time anybody's been spat upon on the show.
They're gonna get spat upon a lot now. And if producer Joe was here, they get a sulfur bath easily.
Terzio Mets. What do you mean? That's all you wrote, Mets. He's a Yankee fan. Hater.
I miss Terzio. We need a wife joke. We need a wife joke, Terzio.
Yeah, we do need a wife joke. That's right. Listen, where has Terzio been? Especially this year. You need to be in there cheering us up in the comments with
absolutely
jokes. Let's
Terzio's hatred makes the Mets better. It's a fact.
Another post that I saw earlier today was that, or somebody saying, Vientos is not gonna change, right the ship by himself. Nobody's saying that he's going. Who said that he is going to come up here and be a savior? This is a young guy, veteran mix. Get that rolling together. Get the camaraderie, the chemistry, and get the fundies down, like Rodriguez said.
Fresh eyes, man. Get some fresh eyes out there. Get a young 25-year-old guy with a lot of pop, big bruiser, to just change the makeup of the team for a day or two and get them going, because winning is infectious. It's contagious. As soon as we start to win, everyone's going to start to play better. The focus is going to get better. They're going to play harder. They're going to play longer. It's just a fact, man. I know they're pros and they're supposed to be this and that, but they're human beings. So, maybe Vientos could be that spark. Maybe not. But if he's a little bit of a spark and he gets our big guys going, too bad he can't pitch. I wish he was coming up here with a
5 innings,
with a 2.1 ERA, and I need to do something. But 5 innings will help too.
Yes. You hear the guys talking about how the Mets hadn't hit a home run in 52 innings or 56 innings. My ex-wife says she's a better hitter than Tommy Pham. Absolutely.
There it is.
Gotta be. And she knows how to throw a knuckleball.
There it is.
Lifetime average of 350. You're right, William. And look, right. Getting back to that, 52 innings. It was the most amount of innings without a home run since 2015, a day before they got Cespedes. And now No, and I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, Steve's saying Vientos is
You just said it, dude. They're going
Cespedes."
to carry that on their
But
shoulders.
all I'm saying is that sometimes it could take one guy. Sometimes one guy could carry a lineup. We've seen guys, Mike Piazza could carry a lineup.
Absolutely.
Howard Johnson,
Absolutely.
back in his 38 home run days, could carry a lineup. So not to say that Vientos is going to be that guy, but it can happen.
He carries the lineup a little bit. Everyone relaxes, gets back to their game. Things can change, man. Everybody has a little bit of, relax. You're in New York. It's legal. Do your thing. Yeah.
Look what happened in 2015 with Conforto. Yeah, you brought up Conforto, and he played well. He had 2 home runs in the World Series. In that one World Series game, we thought he was going to be great, and now he's San Francisco. But he's hitting for pop, but that's all he's hitting. Batting like 200 with 8 home runs.
He's going to finish the year at 222, his highest batting average since kindergarten.
Oh my God. All right. So you are you going to stick with that? We're going to lose the series to Tampa and win the next series.
If we win today, we will have a 50-50 chance of getting the series. If we lose today, we're not getting it. We're definitely losing. But we can get we can beat the Guardians for sure. The pitchers make me feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah, Cleveland is around the same boat as us, a few games under 500, but they're in a division where the first place team is only a couple of games over, so it's not the Braves or it's not the Rays or it's not a great team.
It's gonna be nice seeing Rosario and Jimenez.
Yeah, so that's kind of what, because do you remember I told you guys a couple of maybe 2-3 weeks ago that there was a guy that said he wanted Rosario and Jimenez back and send Lindor packing back to Cleveland. I was just kind of like looking to see what they're doing, and they're not. I mean, Jimenez got paid. He had a good year last year, but I mean, he follows it up batting 240 right now.
He's still a kid. He's still basically a rookie. Come on, they got to give these people don't give kids a chance to get better.
I'm just saying, I'm not going back on that deal. That Rosario has a home run, 8 RBIs. His typical 8 walks, 42 strikeouts. That was always a problem.
For me, that deal was to clear room for Mauricio. So let's see what Mauricio comes up with. If he comes up and becomes the stud that he looks like he might be, okay, then the Jimenez and Rosario deal was a win for me. But to me, that deal was to clear room for Rosario, and not really Batty because Beatty, because he was going to come up regardless. But Mauricio needed to get rid of those 2 guys so he could come up. So let's see what happens with him.
Terzio, don't do that. Don't compare Marte to Cano. Hustle.
Oh wow.
It's terrible. Wow. All right, let's we already went through the lineup. We went through a lineup already, so let's do a little quick round robin here. Just the 3 of us here. Any last final remarks for Met fans on this beautiful Wednesday evening?
Enjoy today's game. Senga's gonna pitch lights out.
Senga.
I never said this, but
cut it.
Just cut it out of the thing. Senga's is a good player. I mean, he should pitch well, and I want to win the series this week. I want to win this series, Tampa Bay. That would prove something to me that at least these guys are living up to what they're supposed to be. And I think we're going to win against Cleveland. I think we're going to beat Cleveland. So things are going to be looking up. Our starting pitchers are coming back. Health is getting a lot better. They're bringing up the young kids. They're not shy about bringing up a Vientos now or an Alvarez or a Batty. Look, the 3 guys we've been talking about for a couple of years now, they're up. They're there. Yep. Now it's up to them to take advantage of it. So Met fans, if these guys don't play well, don't blame Buck. Don't blame Eckler. They're giving them the chance. You stay in the majors because you get an opportunity and you grab it and you never let it go. And that's what these guys have to do. So I have a little bit of faith in
stranglehold.
them. Yeah. So let's go Mets, dude. That's what I'm going to say. Let's go Mets. I'm still a fan.
That damn right. Listen, we've been through 59 win seasons before.
We've been through worse. This is
much
nothing.
worse.
And
William said, "Keep the faith. We've been through worse."
59. We're halfway to 59, so we're good.
All good. All good. Producer Joe, a word of positivity, perhaps?
You know what? Our pitching has been through the ringer, and I think Max and Verlander are gonna settle in, and they're gonna be all right. I think Senga is the real deal. I'd like to see Cookie come back to form. I'm not convinced, but I would like to see it. We'll see. I think if we can get our pitching to stabilize a little bit, I think we're gonna have the season that we thought we were gonna. And it's still, it's not early, but it's early enough. And I think it's not panic time. I think we're all right. It's sucked, but we've been through much worse.
How many games do you think before we have to panic, Joe? Well, you give them 20? You think 20 games?
No. I mean, panic. If we're still playing like this, if it still looks like this, with like getting blown out and poor hitting and poor pitching at the All-Star break, and we look listless and not gelling at the All-Star break, then something's wrong. Something's got to change. But give them a chance, man. There's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of veterans, and there's a lot of young kids, and I think they're going to gel and give them a chance. It's early yet, It's a good team. They'll be all right.
There you go. I like it.
Terzio, you stole a little bit of my thunder. The Nationals were absolutely pathetic. We were laughing at them in 2019. They came back and they won the World Series. The Braves were not playing great last year. And they wound up winning 101 games, same amount as we did, by the way, and falling short. The Phillies were more games under 500. I think it was 6 or 7 games under at one point last year, and they went to the World Series. So instead of having the panic attacks now, let's stay a little even keel. Like I try to always say, always try to stay even keel after that 1 year. And seriously, would you rather do what we did last year and kind of dominate our opponents, 101 wins, which was great, but then out in the first round, or would you rather just kind of hang around and then be there where we want to be at the end? Make that move once we get fully healthy.
Be healthy and strong at the end, man. Definitely give the rookies a chance to know the league. We'll be all right. I think,
and Terzio is talking about Gary Sanchez. I think I agree with you. I think he's going to be up. I think it's all and he's like 6 for his first 12. Whoever can hit a baseball, get up here. That's what's going to wind up happening. And another Michael Perez. Perez was he was 4 for 4. Nice, thank you. And Bohan says he'll be here. So he's agreeing, and Nito's IL will be extended. Yeah.
Yeah, until the end of the year.
That's what I said. Remember what we said right before Cookie went on the IL? He's going to get hurt. All right. So Nito's
going to be wearing an eye patch next week.
All right. So that does it for us this week. Let's go Mets tonight. We'll keep you posted on everything that's going on with the Mets and all that fun stuff in the group. So peace out, everybody. Until next week. Let's go Mets.
Put it in the box.